Bow! What's up, everybody? Once again, it's Brand Man Sean on the Saturday morning, so I'm recording straight from the phone, And today I got something that's a little bit rare because I got a bone to pick with y'all artists out here. Not everybody, but I got a couple of bones to pick, like two serious things. First and foremost, though, I gotta remind everybody that yes, none of my products are for sale. I got some interesting things that I'll work on. I'll hype y'all up and let y'all know what's gonna happen as that comes. But people who are saying you can't get me, you can't get a product, you try to get one. Yes, I know. I set my website up that way. They're not for sale. I'll be launching something big, hopefully in a month or two. But back to what I got to pick with these artists. Look, man. Number one, it's unfair if I allow artists to go around and believe that their shit don't stink. What do I mean by that, man? We have so many videos and with so much information out there because the artist has been done wrong again and again and again and again over time that is trying to educate artists and trying to prepare them for the industry and let them know how big and bad portions of the industry can be and portions of, just people in general. Look, they can be big and bad. But at the same time, artists have to realize y'all are a handful too. Maybe not you. I don't know, who you are. But artists are a handful too. I can't tell you how many artists have screwed over managers, right? A manager did all this work to get you to a certain point, and then when the manager gets you to a certain point, now somebody else comes and you see a new opportunity and you think they could blow you up and you don't like the manager or something about them anyway, you move on to the next manager, justify it and make it seem like they've done something bad. There's a lot of managers that have been screwed over by artists. There's record labels that have had people that work for the record label and saw artists because they were in A&R or something like that and brought them to the label and they believed in them and they wanted to put all this money into the artist, but the artist got strung out on drugs or something like that, or they just had no work ethic. Whatever the situation is, y'all gotta realize artists, y'all are a handful too, and in the same way you want to hedge your bet and prepare yourself not to be screwed over. Nobody else is trying to get screwed over either. Nobody is trying to get screwed over. Yes, it's going to be back more to an equilibrium where it's a little bit more fair for artists in terms of how they get treated by labels, just because of artists being empowered these days. But at the same time, like, nobody's going to just give you everything. And nobody is going to ignore the fact that you could screw them over just like these labels and everybody else can get screwed over by artists. How many artists are screwing over producers for beats? They didn't pay the producer for the beat, and but they took it out the sample pack, and now the producer finds out after it blows up, or they just run across it online. Like, this stuff happens again and again and again. So artists, remember, man. Like, if you want to complain about what everybody else has going on or how other people are being treated, you got to move around with integrity and character yourself. That's that. The second thing, man, I got a video dropping on this actually with B.O.B.'s manager, TJ Chapman. But let's put it this way. I still see too many artists that have a problem with other artists having money, access to capital, whether they pay to advertise and then they build their fan base that way, whatever, however they get it, they have this access to capital. And what you have to realize, man, is it's a business. This is a business when you just choose to decide to make it a career and build a sustainable infrastructure around it. If you want to do that, money will get spent. You can't be upset or hate on somebody or discredit what they've done because you don't have access to that capital. If you now are to a point, you're not a kid anymore, and you're not now to a point where you realize the industry is a lot more than rainbows and butterflies. It's not just some magic show that relies completely on talent, then cool. That's a good thing. Now that you are aware that money is required, now you can go get some money. Hopefully you do so legally, but go get some money. Whether you work a job, right, or you go get investors. And I'm going to be talking more and more about figuring out how you can get investors, because it does take more money than most of you guys realize. But you have to realize that doesn't make anybody else lesser. Everybody's trying to get better at different aspects of the game. This is a multifaceted thing, right? You have your talent. Some people are leveling up their talent. They're putting in that work. Some people are spending time trying to get investment. Some people are spending time trying to get connections. And some people have more than others on any given aspect. And some people have way more than others in everything. But you have to just work. If you find out that it's a thing that's needed, then go get it. If you're not trying to go get it, then you're choosing to lose the game. Like, you can't, the only way that you could possibly win, right, is playing the lottery. Because that's what a lot of y'all are doing. If you're just saying, you know what, I'm just hoping that I organically blow up my fan base. And that's the big word. The organic is an evil word, man. Like, y'all got to get that out your mind. Because at the end of the day, when you push something in marketing, it's always going to be artificial. Right? If you put your song on a platform, the moment you post it on Instagram and say, check out my new track, that was an artificial activity that was in hopes to get other people to like it, right? So when you use this artificial marketing activity, no matter what that is, whether you paid for it or whether you just push it in somebody's face or went up and asked them to do it, all that's artificial, a pre-contrived activity. And then once that activity happens, your hope is to spark some organic feedback, right? That's where the other people play it again and again. That's where those people start doing word of mouth and all that kind of stuff. But it's all artificial at the beginning. So stop trying to play yourself and say, oh, I'm organic. We look at organic as this whole purest thing, you know. Oh, there's no. Like, nobody's completely organic. It just is what it is. So, like, keep this in mind. You have to have money. You have to have a lot of things, but it's only up to you to go get it. Because especially in this hip hop space, that's what I get mad, you know, because hip hop is so close to the heart for me. You don't see this in other spaces like that, where people talk about industry plan, all that. Like, there's so much poverty mentality in hip hop. There's so much entitlement mentality in hip hop, where I got this, I should have as much as these other people, right? There's so much like classism. It's weird, man. But we got to get out this impoverished crabs in a barrel mentality that's plaguing hip hop and really keeping a lot of artists from just putting in the work. You see, this is what's going on now. Hustle and make it happen. It might take longer for you to get there, but you have to figure out how to get there. You might not have what everybody else started off with. But there's a lot of people that got parents with money, right? They got parents that have a big name that they can leverage and still don't make it. Go look it up, spend time. There's a lot, trust me, there's a lot of people who don't have big names. How many legends do you know who have kids that are legends? But I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm just ranting right now, but I really want these points to drive through and sit with people, because one, you're killing your own business. If you say, I want to start a business and never spend money, then you're killing your own business. You're choosing to go into a business with days that are numbered. You're hurting yourself. And once again, it's just that, look, hip hop, I see it the most, like this type of mentality, and it's close to my heart, man. You know, I don't want to see more and more of this. I don't understand it, honestly. Well, no, matter of fact, I do understand it, because, yeah, I understand it. But look, man, y'all got to get that junk together. Stop looking at other people. Stop hating based on what they have, that envy, or, you know, trying to put other people's down and discredit what they do, so that way you don't have to look inside and just figure out a way to make that junk happen, because it ain't gonna do nothing for you, right? You continue, like, it's not gonna do anything for you, man. I ain't even gonna go into that. But y'all have a good weekend. That's this video for the week. Kind of ran it off in this one, but I would love to know what you guys think. Hopefully y'all can reprogram. If you happen to be one of those people, hopefully you aren't, but if you happen to be one of those people, trust me, reprogram how you think about those things, because it's not going to be helpful, right? Even if some situations you're right, that type of thinking is not going to be helpful to your personal journey. All right, but anyway, y'all have a good weekend. If you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button. If you like it, you might as well share. And if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button.